Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, welcome, and also for my regular subscribers, thank you so much for your continual support. And you can see that I am in this new space. I have moved home and I'm finally settled in and I'm feeling really good. I'm still figuring out where the energy feels good for me to do my YouTube videos, but for now this is gonna have to be the spot because everywhere else in my room is a mess right now. So anyway, today I want to talk about the month of March and some of the themes I see coming up with the Vedic astrology, the numerology, and the tarot. So the month of March is a number 11 month, and the number 11 is double the sun's energy. The number 1 rules the sun, and in numerology you break down the numbers, so 1 plus 1 is 2. So the overarching number and theme of this month is the number 2. The number 2 is ruled by the moon, and in tarot the number 11 is the Justice card, and the number 2 is the High Priestess card, which of course, because everything is so connected and intertwined, these two cards have many similarities, and these themes of these two cards I believe, are going to be very apparent in this month of March, and some of the lessons and things that we need to integrate in this month of March. So firstly, with a bit of the Vedic astrology, we just finished a full moon in Leo. So the light of the moon has been really illuminating to us things to do with our connection to self and our ego and our body, and the way that we feel confident in ourselves and how much we're able to really embody who we are, feel comfortable in our bodies, feel safe in our bodies, and be able to express ourselves and feel free and really shine our light like the sun. And now it's interesting, as this full moon has illuminated to us any sort of hindrances or blocks or any insecurities we have within, anything that has been holding us back or limiting us from being able to truly see and believe in our light and then express it to the world freely. We are now processing and integrating and trying to heal and really feel safe and secure and embodied and really strong and powerful in ourselves. And then we move on to this month of March, which is 11, double the sun's energy. So we have double the strength of the sun this month, double the strength of this powerful light force of energy. The sun is the brightest star that lifts us up, fills us up with serotonin. If you watched my last full moon video, if you haven't watched my last full moon video, I recommend you do that, because in the beginning part of that video I speak about all of the benefits of the sun, and those are the benefits that will be filling us up this month of March in double form with the number 11. And the sun is really wanting us to take ownership of our life and be the leaders of our life, so that we can also lead and be an inspiration to others through doing what we love, following our passions, really following our passions and our heart. And the month of February was a number 10 month, where number 10 is really about wrapping up cycles and coming to a completion in many different areas of our life, wrapping up karmic cycles and patterns and habits that no longer serve us. It's not a coincidence that we have a full moon at the very end of the month to help us really. We're leaning more towards the waning moon now, where we're like releasing and we're just really processing and releasing habits and old wounds. And that was the month of February. And the month of March now is really a chance for some brand new beginnings to occur in our life. So it is going to be a really magical month. It's and a very powerful month. We end this month with a lunar eclipse, which is like, you know, it's like a full moon on steroids. It's so powerful. It's connected to this nodal shift that we've had as well, with Rahu moving into Pisces and Ketu moving into Virgo. So this is going to be a massive month of March, where the lunar eclipse is happening on the 25th of March, but 2 weeks prior and 2 weeks post this lunar eclipse, we will be feeling these massive energies of change wanting to take place in our life. So as March wants us to step into many brand new beginnings in our life, we first need to release and end the old cycles and chapters of the past. And this requires really decluttering our life. So physically, this requires organizing ourselves and getting rid of material weight and baggage that doesn't serve us, like the baggage that we hold on to, all this material stuff that's literal baggage that we're holding on to on an emotional level too. And detoxing our bodies physically is so important as well. So I'm already feeling these energies of this lunar eclipse to come, as it will be in the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is all about these things: detoxing, decluttering, really organizing yourself on a physical level and a mental level too. On the mental, emotional level, like, we need to meditate and take time for stillness, and, you know, any sort of practices that help you connect more with your soul. So maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's, you know, making yourself a nourishing meal and sitting outside with your cat. So do what you need to do in this time to really release and make space and be open for the brand new beginnings of March. Another interesting correlation is with the Vedic astrology. There is a lot of Saturnian energy. Mars and Venus are in Capricorn, Sun and Saturn in Aquarius, all ruled by Saturn, and Saturn rules karma. And so does the Justice card, which is the card of this month. And Justice is the judge that really governs karma. And this is the chance for us this month to really see how the results of our life and the things that are manifesting around us, and the people and the things that are mirrored, literally the people and the things that are around us in our life are mirroring aspects of ourselves back to ourselves. And so it's just a really important time now to be mindful and to be aware of the intentions that we set each day for ourselves through our thoughts and our beliefs, and the, you know, the words that we're speaking, the thoughts and beliefs that we are really thinking in our mind, and the emotions that we're feeling, and just the overall energy that we're emitting out to others and to the world, and to see how that is being mirrored back to us. But there is also this balance and this duality in life that has to exist, and you see that with the Justice card as well. There's the scales. There is duality in our life, because we can't experience extreme bliss and joy and happiness without having also experienced deep pain and suffering and sadness. You need to experience the contrasting experience to actually appreciate and understand to the deepest level what bliss and happiness and joy really is. And you won't be able to experience the extent of that bliss to the level of suffering and sadness and pain that you have experienced. The contrasting extremes, the more extreme you go on one end, the more extreme I believe you can go on the other end. With fear, there is courage on the other side, but they both exist and they're both within us, the duality of life. And this is really going to come up on the new moon on March 10th, which is happening in Aquarius in the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. So I'm really excited for this new moon because this is the sign of my moon, my sun and my Venus. So I do feel many new beginnings happening on my end, and I hope that my sun being in Purva Bhadrapada, I'm able to illuminate through my sun a lot of insights to do with this new moon. And I do feel that I really understand this star on such a deep level, and it's a very important energy in my chart that I am integrating. And this star is the symbol is the front legs of a funeral cot, which means it's where our soul is our ego is going to die actually at this point, which is super interesting because we just had a full moon in Leo where we are releasing all the things holding us back from really embodying a healthy ego. And now we have this new moon where we have the opportunity to really surrender. And I feel that this month just wants us to be more light and more free and more just liberated from the material constraints of this world, but to also understand that we live on this earth and we are, humans. We are supposed to thrive here and have a beautiful experience here on earth, no matter who you are, no matter what how hard your life is or how beautiful it is as well. Like, we're all experiencing these different experiences. We're all experiencing these different experiences because this is what the human experience is all about. We're supposed to experience the full spectrum of this duality of life and understand it and really experience it all. We're supposed to experience all the different emotions, not just stay in a constant state of bliss. That would be boring to us. We'd get over it. So yeah, this month is really going to illuminate the duality of consciousness and of life, and the Justice card wants us to be in balance with that. And the more attuned we get to ourselves and feel this healthy sense of who we are in the world as this separate but also super connected being, that we are, we're all mirroring things to each other, but we're still our own beings. We still have very unique energetic auras that we're radiating out to the world, and we have impacts on the world that are different. And this new moon in Aquarius wants us to really tap into that really eccentric, unique, the different parts of ourselves, and just really embrace that. So the more that we grow and evolve on our spiritual journey, the more attuned we become with this duality, and we'll be able to master our emotions more, and we'll be able to really come out of those contrasting experiences, the experiences that are and emotions that aren't really pleasant. We'll be able to really pull ourselves out of those more easily and quickly and understand how this duality works. So also with this Justice card, another theme is that this Justice has this sword here, and she's able to really cut through bullshit and ignorance and really get to the matter of the truth objectively with no bias, no emotions attached. And this is a real skill to have, and most of us, it's just a part of human nature really, is to have that emotional aspect attached to our belief systems. And this month we have more of a potential to see the real truth of things, and this is a different lens. The lens of truth is not through these eyes, it's through this eye. And this is very connected to the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is sitting in front of the veil of the subconscious, and this is where we're able to tap into our third eye and really see the real truth of things. And this comes from a very objective place, actually. It's not, there's no emotions attached, because emotions bring bias. And this is just something to consider this month as well. So the main number of this, the overarching number of the month of March, is the number 2, which is ruled by the moon. And the moon, or the number 2, is the High Priestess. So this moon energy, the divine feminine wisdom, and the High Priestess is all about really being open to your subconscious, to your intuition, to really trusting yourself as well. And also that feminine energy of being open to the insights, the opportunities as well, and the blessings that want to come your way. Another thing with the moon is the really trusting the tides of the moon, which really reflects on our energy levels, especially women, especially spiritual women who are super connected to the moon. We tend to have these energies that fluctuate with the moon, and even if you're not super connected to the moon, we all, as humans, we have different energy levels at different times. Some of us are really early morning people that want to wake up early, and we have so much energy in the day, and some of us are more nocturnal and we work better in the night. So really honoring and listening to your needs and going with those tides as well, allowing yourself to rest when you need to, and working hard when you have the energy to. Like with the moon, when it's waxing and leading to the full moon, that's when the energy is really quite active, and it's manifesting a lot of energy. And at the time of the full moon, that's when so much energy is available to us, and just so much illumination of what is going on in our life. And then as the moon wanes, it's becoming less, and the energy is decreasing, and we're becoming more introspective and reflective. And then by the time of the new moon, which this is the energy we're moving more into now, is that reflective energy, moving into the new moon. And at the time of the new moon, it will be a time of being really still and present, and allowing the insights to come through in that way. So to finish off this video, I'm just going to read a little note that I wrote when I was in a meditation to do with the month of March. So this month of March, it is really time to take the divine aligned masculine action, which is coming through that double one energy of the sun, and taking that divine aligned action, masculine action, by judging with the scales of justice, objectively judging our life, and also following the intuitive guidance of the moon and the High Priestess. And that action comes through the inspiration and insight from our soul, and from our intuition, and from our higher self. So yeah, that is all I wanted to share for this month of March. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be about this new moon that's going to be on March 10th. I'm really excited for it, and I hope you are too. I hope you're all excited for the month of March. This is going to be definitely a more energetic month than the month of February, I believe. And you get to choose if you want that to be, on what scale of that duality you want that to be. And I hope it's on the scale that best serves you, but also balance. So yeah, I love you all, and I really appreciate all of your support, to all of my subscribers. And if you're new to seeing this video, I would really appreciate your support as well, and subscription or comment as well. I love to hear your stories and your synchronicities or anything that's going on with you. So let me know. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I have my Etsy website that is on my in my bio section, so look at that as well. Other than that, I will see you all in my next video.